So judging by my view count, you guys really like it when I talk about Broly. And if Toriyama's gonna be a shameless pandering shill, fuck it, I might as well too. So, Broly, that movie, it's got a trailer. People seem to be really excited about it. And I watched it, and I got opinions, and you guys seem to always want me to say my opinions on things related to Dragon Ball. It was... Okay, look, I'm not going to say a lot of nice things about this trailer, so I'm just going to go and say it right now. If you are new here and you're expecting to see some guy who's really hyped up and really stoked to see this movie, you just move along. Move along. This video isn't for you. You don't need to comment how I'm a fucking hater and how I'm just trying to ruin everyone's good time. No, this isn't what this is about. You can go enjoy... go find someone who really is hyped about this movie and feed off of their energy, because you're not going to get any of that here. I mean, you're probably still going to leave me a shitty comment about I'm a fucking hater and whatever the fuck. You do you, man. You do you. I'm just here to talk about what I think about this fucking trailer. First off, I'm going to get the good out of the way. It looks fucking stellar. I've been saying this from the beginning that I knew it was going to look fucking stellar. I fucking... Like Shintani's desig's gorgeous. I love the line work, the really inky kind of look to it. We got fucking like Tate on this. We got Shintani on this. We got fucking Yuya Takahashi on this. Like it looks fucking great. Like you see a lot of fucking different animators in this. Just in this trailer. Also, thank you Anime AJ for doing that video, so I knew for a fact which guys were which. But yeah, so yeah, it looks great. Like, we knew that was going to be a thing. My one complaint about the visuals is the CGI. I fucking hate CGI in 2D animation, especially when it really stands out. And, like, I feel like there's, like, no point in, like, trying to say, like, yeah, no, I think, like, the CGI in this looks bad, because... Like, there are people who will tell me that the CGI in Battle of Gods looked good, or the CGI in Resurrection F looked fine. It's just like, no, it didn't. Not saying that this is even comparable to those. Because those were absolute dog shit. Here, it's fairly admirable attempt at trying to, like, they were trying with this CGI. The problem is, though, it's still CGI. Like, clothing doesn't quite move right. Like, the characters don't move right. And it stands out. Like, you look at it and you go, that's a CGI model. That's clearly a CGI model. And it stands out. It's noticeable. Like, it's not horribly jarring like in, like in the previous two films. But it is noticeable. And the fact that they couldn't avoid putting a bit of CGI fight scene in this trailer kind of worries me, because it makes me wonder, well, how much CGI is going to be? Because I thought that was a fairly simple shot that they used the CGI in. It was just Goku dashing towards the screen, and then Broly and Goku clashing from each side. Like, they weren't doing some sort of crazy pan around shot and doing some crazy shit with the camera. It was just Goku flies towards the screen, and then they clash, and that's something that Dragon Ball's done a bajillion times over in traditional animation, normal 2D. I don't know why this was a shot that they felt the need to do in CGI. So that makes me worried that there's going to be way more CGI, hopefully not comparable to how much CGI was in Resurrection F, but probably more than what was in Battle of Gods. So, yeah, I'm a smidge worried that they're going to go that route. So, yeah, the CGI, I'm sure a lot of people don't even fucking care. Like I said, the 2D animation looks fucking gorgeous. I will say, though, if there's a large abundance of this CGI, it's definitely not going to be something that I'm going to be like, oh, this is the best-looking Dragon Ball movie. It'll be close to the best Dragon Ball movie that was held back by an overusage of CGI. Because, like, right now, for me, like, the best-looking Dragon Ball movies are, like, the last few that were made traditional 2D, and like, the traditional cell animated ones. So, like, The Path to Ultimate Power, Rebirth of Fusion, and Dragon Fist Explosion. Like, those three, I think, are, like, the three best-looking Dragon Ball movies. I don't think we've done anything that looks as good as that until this movie. And so, yeah, I'm curious to see, like, how it's all going to end up turning out visually. This is CGI. worrisome, and I don't want a huge abundance of CGI, because, like, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not going to this movie for the fucking story. I'm going to it for the pure, stupid fucking spectacle, and if the spectacle doesn't fucking hold up, then I'm actually gonna be goddamn disappointed. Like, that's what's gonna disappoint me in this movie. If it isn't ridiculously fucking gorgeous at all times, I'm gonna be disappointed, because that's what I'm going to go see this movie for. Now for, like, the story and the other things that we saw in this trailer, and I think this trailer really sums up, like, what kind of fucking movie we're gonna get here, because, the movie, like, the trailer, just, you know, it has, like, the text, like, you know, like, Broly, and then it's just, like, Vegeta versus Broly, Frieza versus Broly, fucking Goku versus Broly, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I get it, these guys are all gonna fucking fight Broly. We don't get any kind of plot or story kind of things going on, which really makes me think, because, like, I had tossed out an idea of, here's my shitty prediction for this new Dragon Ball movie, and I gave a fairly minimalist story idea that was just kind of a stupid idea, and it seems like that's not going to be the case. Like, it seems like I was way the fuck off, but I feel like where this movie actually is going is going to be one that potentially has less story than the original Broly film, and oh man. Okay, so from what we've seen of, like, the released production images and stuff, we know Broly is going to have two different sets of attire. Like, he's gonna have, like, that green fucking cloth, like, fur thing that he wears, in all of it. But, like, we see him in, like, old, tattered, like, blue pants, like, you know, like the type of, like, Frieza Forces stuff would wear, like, type of shit Vegeta would wear. Like, those pants, like, all torn up. And then we see him in, like, the purple with, like, the full Saiyan armor, or the Frieza Forces armor, to be more accurate. And we see Paragus in this armor, and it's like the modern Frieza armor, and we see him show up to Earth in the Frieza spaceship. So I'm expecting the story to be here is this fucking Paragus shows up with mind-controlled Broly, because we've seen in the production sketches he's got a little remote control, and we see Broly's got a collar around him, and we see there's two different states of Broly, like, in this trailer. Like, one where he just has, like, his eyes are black, and he has the controller thing around his neck, or, like, that necklace around his neck. And when he has, like, these yellow eyes, with pupils, and he doesn't have that collar on. So that makes me think that, like, all the scenes where he has, like, the black eyes, and he has the collar on, he's mind-controlled by Paragus, and then the rest of it is just him unrestrained being Wild Monster Broly. Which, by the way, yeah, we're totally just gonna get Wild Monster Broly. Like, this entire fucking trailer, Broly doesn't say a single fucking word. For everyone's just like, oh man, this is Toriyama's take on Broly. He's gonna make Broly a more interesting... No, he's gonna be a big, slobbering fucking rage monster. Like, I was talking about, like how, like, he's gonna, like, cut promos like he's in the fucking WWE against these motherfuckers. You know, like, just talk some shit. And that was going to be the extent of his character. Never mind. Like, when I said cut promos, I'm not talking like some fucking top tier Macho Man Randy Savage promos. I'm talking like fucking Roman Reigns promos is what I was expecting from Bro. And I don't even think we're going to get that. I don't think he's going to fucking really talk. I think he's just going to grunt and growl, have very minimal dialogue, and just be like a fucking pit bull in human form, or Saiyan form, whatever the fuck. Anyhow, yeah, I'm not predicting Broly to be a character, but anyhow, it seems like Paragus is gonna be like, you know, like the guy who's kind of pulling the strings like he was in the original fucking movie. It seems like, from what we can tell, going by, like, you know, visual clues here, they're wearing the Frieza Forces armor, the modern armor. They're showing up in a Frieza Forces ship. I'm assuming Paragus is just like, hey Frieza, I heard you're back. My son Broly here, he's a fucking monster. You know, you want him to go kill those two fucking Saiyans who are, like, the only thing holding you back from actually, like, you know, taking over the universe? Because I could probably do that for you. And I feel like that's going to be the fucking story. That is going to be the extent of the story. And then Broly is going to be freed from his goddamn mind control. He's going to be an uncontrollable fucking monster, and nothing's going to be able to stop him. And then Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza are going to have to team up against him. And that's gonna be the fucking story, and that's just gonna be the entire movie. And like, one of the kind of bothersome things is that, like, we know this movie's taking place on Earth. Like, you know, I was thinking, like, we're gonna end up on some sort of ice planet. I was just like, oh, it's an ice planet. Maybe it's gonna be like Frieza's homeworld or something, because it's cold and his name is Frieza. You know, it sounds like the type of thing Toriyama would do. Nope! It's Earth. They're on Earth. And, like, they're just fighting in the Arctic, which is... My problem with that is if they're gonna be fighting on Earth, why is it just these two assholes? Why is it just Goku and Vegeta? Where the fuck is Gohan? Where the fuck is Piccolo? Where the fuck is 17? Where the fuck is 18? Where the fuck is anyone else who can throw a punch? Where's Majin Buu? Like, there's so many fucking people who could show up to this. Like, does like everyone see, like, you know, like feel like the aura and like the planet rumbling and go, oh, I guess Goku's fighting some strong guy. I'm sure he'll have it. Whatever. What? Just no. Like, so yeah. I'm hoping not the entirety of this movie fucking takes. Like, I really want to believe deep down in my heart of hearts that they're gonna have like one fight with Broly, and then Broly fucks off and leaves, and then they have to, like, follow him to a different planet, and that's, like, the volcano thing. But I'm pretty sure the volcano fucking environment that they're in is just, they completely fucked up the landscape so bad that they were fighting it in the Arctic that it looks like a goddamn volcano planet now. And the movie's just gonna be one big distended fight scene. Like, there's gonna be, like, a little bit of, like, everyone hanging out, having a good time, and then there's gonna be... maybe some shit with Paragus, and then they fucking show up on Earth, and it's just gonna be fight scene for the rest of the movie. And if you think Toriyama is above writing something so bare bones and minimalist, keep in mind that's what Resurrection F was. Resurrection F was Frieza was resurrected, and then 4 months later he shows up, and then the rest of the movie is just people fighting the Frieza forces, and then people fighting Frieza, and then Frieza fighting Goku and Vegeta. That was the entirety of that movie, and it seems like this is gonna be the entirety of this movie, where it's just... Now we're gonna have one just big fucking fight scene with Broly. And if your retort to this is, well, it's a Dragon Ball movie, what were you expecting? Like, Dragon Ball movies really never have story. Well, yeah, true, but, like, if this is going to be Toriyama... Like, because, like, the whole point of having Toriyama come back is to have Toriyama write things that only Toriyama would think of. And what Toriyama thought of was the marketing team told him, hey, Broly's popular. You should put Broly in this movie. And then he just puts fucking Broly in this movie. And the only thing he can come up with is, and now they're just gonna fight Broly for an entire fucking movie. And it's just gonna be an unending fight scene. Yay! Woo! I feel like the only thing that's gonna be there to break up all the fighting and the Broly brawling bullshit is going to... Wow, that was a really good alliteration. Broly brawling bullshit. I didn't even, like, plan that in advance. I just kind of said that. Anyhow, sorry. I got distracted by my own brilliance for a moment. Anyhow, going back to what I was saying is, Bardock, like, you know, like, to break up all that bullshit is, like, we're probably gonna get some fucking Dragon Ball minus, like, flashbacks, where we're gonna flash back, and we're gonna see Bardock sending Goku off to fucking Earth, and we're probably going to see, like, Paragus and Broly also escaping Planet Vegeta before it blows up. We're going to get some bullshit like that. And, yeah, that's all we're really going to get. Like, so instead of having story in this movie, we're going to get backstory and then just big, long, protracted action sequence. Which, by the way, yeah, thank you very much for making me remember that Dragon Ball Minus is a thing. Broly movie. Which, I mean, I said this before. I said this before that we were gonna fucking, like, get Bardock. I fucking called it. I said it. Like, so yeah, like, I am even more secure in my fucking crazy, stupid theory that, like, because, yeah, we're getting a Broly movie in theaters, like the original Broly movie, the Bardock special, and the Fusion Reborn movie. Okay. Well, we already know this is the Broly movie, and we already know now that fucking Bardock is in it. If you're like, how do you know Bardock is in it? It's like, well, we saw the fucking, like, scene of, like Bardock. That's Bardock's hand. That is Bardock's hand, like, on the Saiyan pod, and Goku's little baby hand. That's what those are. Like, you know, you can look back into the manga and see, like, oh, like, he's wearing, like, the same little wristbands things that Bardock wore, and Goku's wearing, like, these kind of wristbands. So, yeah, that is Goku and Vegeta. I'm sure there are some people who are like, oh man, we might actually get to see Gine animated. Really? Yeah, Gine was such an amazing character that, like, it's so amazing and fantastic and wonderful that we're gonna get to see her animated. Woo! And since I already called it, the whole Broly and fucking Bardock thing, definitely, we're getting Gogeta. We're getting Gogeta. We might get, Blue Evolution Gogeta, or like Blue Evolution Kaioken Gogeta, or maybe even Ultra Instinct Gogeta. We're gonna get something, because like, they're gonna have to do some crazy shit to fucking beat Broly in this movie, because we already see Blue Goku fighting base Broly. So yeah, we already know, like, his base form is capable of at least holding its own against fucking Super Saiyan Blue. And, oh fuck, I call it Super Saiyan Blue. Fine, you won. I finally fucking said it. God damn it. Anyhow, so yeah, we already see like that, and oh god, this movie's gonna do that thing that modern Dragon Ball just fucking loves to do, where they're gonna start off in their Super Saiyan forms, and then they're gonna go to their God forms, which Vegeta now has the God form. We saw it in the production sketches, or the character model sheets. So yeah, we're gonna get God Vegeta. Why does he have the God form? They're not gonna explain it, so don't even fucking bother asking. We're never going to get an explanation for why Vegeta has the God form. Because, like, people might say, like, well, he has the evolution of it. He has the blue form. Like, well, thing is, though, yeah, like he had a transformation that used God Ki. Like, the God, like, Super Saiyan God specifically was, like, a transformation that required a ritual. Like, Goku being able to tap back into it is weird, but at least, Goku had done the ritual. Vegeta never did that ritual to our knowledge, so yeah, I don't think they're ever going to explain it. Apparently God is just something that you can obtain by yourself, which kind of makes it dumb that Goku went and did that whole fucking ritual in the first place, if Goku could have just done it on his own, because, yeah, I feel like that would have been more narratively satisfactory to have Goku achieve a form on his own, though I guess it kind of also worked because Goku felt shitty for whatever. Oh my god. Anyhow, they're gonna do the thing where they go from one transformation to the next, like, we're gonna go like Super Saiyan. Oh no, that's not enough. We're gonna go jump from Super Saiyan probably to God. Oh no, God isn't enough. We're gonna go from God to Super Saiyan, God, Super Saiyan. We're gonna have to do that now. And they're just gonna, like, instead of just jumping to their strongest form, and for anyone who wants to say, like, well, this is what Dragon Ball's always done, it's like, no, it isn't. Like, characters kind of, like, holding back their power is one thing. Like oh, like, I'm using, like, 50% of my power to, like, kind of, reserve myself. But, like, holding back entire transformations was not something that characters really did in classic Dragon Ball. Like when Vegeta got Super Saiyan Grade 2, like, he didn't, like, fight Cell, like, in his base form, and then Super Saiyan, and then Super Saiyan Grade 2. He just went straight to Super Saiyan Grade 2 and beat the ever-loving fuck out of him. So, yeah, so for people to say, like, oh, this is what Dragon Ball's always done. No, it's not. It's not. Stop it. Like, Goku fucking did that whole thing holding back against Vegeta shit because I don't want to hurt his pride. I mean, they gave at least some sort of fucking narrative reason for it. It was a shitty narrative reason, but they gave some sort of narrative reason. Dragon Ball in the modern landscape has just not been doing that. Characters just use transformations, like, use the weaker ones, and struggle until they go, oh no, I'm about to lose, wait, boom. They do that thing Gotenks does. Because, like, Gotenks did it, and, it was supposed to be a parody of, like, the character who, it's just like, oh no, like, I've been pushed to my limits, and then they reach deep down inside and they pull out a new transformation or a new ability or a new something to win the day. But, like, Gotenks already had that transformation in his back pocket, so he was just kind of playing on the trope of, like, oh no, now, like, when all is lost, time for me to, like, pull it through at the last moment. Like, he was doing that shtick. Also, he can only use it for, like, 5 minutes, so, like, he actually kind of did have to hold off on it. But, like, he was playing into, like, the shonen narrative and making fun of it. Now Toriyama is just doing it unironically. Now he is just being shitty shonen, and without the wink nod that he did with Gotenks. So yeah, I don't expect this movie story to be remotely good. I don't really expect I expect the action to be great. I expect the visuals to be great. I don't expect anything from the fucking story. I feel like the only story we're gonna get is gonna be like backstory for Broly, and then Broly's gonna be a big slobbering bulldog monster man that everyone's got to team up against, and then we're eventually like probably have to use Gogeta and probably fail at that, and then maybe Ultra Instinct pulls it through. I don't fucking know. But yeah, that's kind of where I see this movie going. Like I said, I'm going for the spectacle. I'm not going for anything else. I'm not going for character development. I'm not going for the fucking story. I'm going to see pretty fucking pictures. I'm showing up to this shit drunk. I am getting a designated driver, and I am showing up to this movie drunk because I'm not doing this sober. It ain't fucking happening. Yeah. And for people who are like, oh man, Zeon's really pissed off now. Nah, not really. I mean, like, this is just, like I said this before, like, this is just the course of Dragon Ball. I get it. Like, Dragon Ball is a soulless shill of its former self. I can't be angry at it anymore. It's just, yeah, you're just gonna keep doing that. You're just gonna keep rolling around in your own feces, Dragon Ball. Alright, you have fun. Like, that's just how I view Dragon Ball now. It's just, it is someone who's just rolling around in their own feces for their own enjoyment and think that they're producing quality. I don't know. This fucking metaphor doesn't work. This analogy is garbage. Kind of like, the current state of Dragon Ball. For people who are like, oh, well, you don't know, like have faith in Toriyama, it's just like, okay, people told me that with Resurrection F, and Resurrection F ended up being exactly what it looked like it was going to be. Frieza shows up, everybody fights Frieza, Frieza's fucking dead, and movie over. Like, that was the movie. And it seems like this is going to go that exact same route, except instead of everyone being involved, it's just Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza, because this is now the Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza show, and fuck Gohan, and fuck Piccolo, and fuck 17, and fuck all these other characters that we like and who have had development. I guarantee you we're not going to see Goten and Trunks, because God forbid we create a new character design for them and age them up a little bit. I don't know. Like I said, it's not anger. I'm speaking kind of like from a frustrated place, but it's just like, because I have to talk about this. I am talking about something I don't really give a shit about. It's just, yeah, Dragon Ball's being bad. Dragon Ball's been bad. Like, Dragon Ball hasn't been good for a while. Like, the most I've enjoyed Dragon Ball in, like, the last 5 years was Jocko the Galactic Patrolman. I really wish, Dragon Ball Minus wasn't attached to that. It's like this horrible blemish on a really good story. And I don't even count that as I don't even count that as a Dragon Ball story, because people are like talk about, like, when I was talking about, like, the things that Toriyama was actually written for Dragon Ball, I was like, it's Dragon Ball Minus and Resurrection F. Those are the only things that are 100% his idea, that his writing. And it's just like, well, what about Jocko the Galactic Patrolman? Not really a Dragon Ball story. It's kind of just its own separate story, just set in the Dragon Ball universe. It's almost wholly divorced. Yeah, some characters cross over, but it's not really a Dragon Ball story. So yeah, man, Toriyama. Just, I don't know. I want Toriyama to be better. Like, it's not like Toriyama's a bad writer. Jocko proves he can still write. It's just like, when it comes to Dragon Ball, it's just like, he's just having marketing teams walk up to him and go, oh, the kids really like this shit. Give them more of this shit. And him going, well, I mean, I'm not really an artist with, like, integrity anymore. Might as well just make new DLC characters for future fighting games. Look forward to my review in January when I inevitably see this movie. Bye.